Hello, Spurs fans. What an awful performance. Again, I think just everyone really had a bit of a mare today. Not enough fight from almost the whole team. Again, I think before the game, there was a lot of excitement. Mikey Moore finally getting into the team. But again, no one showed up. Again, I think in terms of looking at the performance of players, I actually think Mikey Moore looked really solid. He didn't get on the ball a lot, but midfield was missing a lot of that first half. So there weren't a lot of opportunities. And a lot of the attacking chances we did create did come through kind of the Mikey Moore's play. He played a lot of kind of balls setting up the chance. I think he played those balls into the channel and then someone else put a ball in. So, I mean, despite just a bad performance by Spurs, I actually thought Mikey Moore played well. Other than that, I actually think Matters was generally playing pretty positive. Could have gotten a little more done. A bit unlucky to have that one shot saved by Henderson, which was just a brilliant save by the goalkeeper. But again, we were just lacking. There was not a lot of energy. The press was poor, not a lot of fight. And again, this is where I question our kind of lack of like a proper number six. Again, we need that ball playing destroyer to add some grit to that midfield because neither Bissouma or Bentancur have been consistent. They have had games where they've played really well in that role, but no one has outright claimed that spot. So that has to be the next point of kind of strengthening that midfielder. Again, Kulu, I think, had a terrible game. Again, I think with Kulu, he's been in such good form lately that it's an off day and you just have to say bad day at the office, but I think we probably should take him out sooner. And then the defense was shocking. A lot of guys waiting on someone else to make a tackle or to react. Again, the worst thing was all of those balls over the top that we waited for them to bounce. No one is going in there winning that ball first time in the air. We need to be stronger in those challenges. And just our kind of passing around the back was poor, put us under extra pressure. People were not moving it quickly with purpose to get forward and restart the attack. Frustrating performance. This week, I don't think we can fully blame Ange. Again, I think the players just really let us down. I think Ange put out a team that should have been able to go there and get something done. But Ange also isn't without criticism. I thought he got the subs very wrong in that game. Again, I think we could see that it wasn't working at the end of that first half, and we persisted, I think, too long with some of those players. I think Bentancur should have come in for Bissouma immediately. I think Kulu for Sarr made sense, but again, when Sarr came on, he didn't help enough. We didn't kind of get that same performance from Sarr as last week. And again, taking Matters off, we then lost kind of all of the creativity in midfield. And again, I think Matters was one of our better players that first half. So I think we kind of just a bad performance all around. So at this point, I think you just have to write this off, use it as motivation, and go out there and correct this performance next week and try and get a result against City and then a result in the league on the weekend. Again, lots of blame to go around, but sitting there whining and complaining about the blame isn't going to solve any of these problems. People have to put their heads down and get into work on the training ground and kind of rectify it through their actions. I don't want to hear the players or Ange out there apologizing. I want to see them showing some resolve, going out there and really busting their butts and getting the work in to make up for the performance by playing lights out next game and the game after that. Again, we're hitting the same issue where we put together a good performance and then a bad one. There's no consistency, and we really have to fix that. And again, I think that's where strengthening in the market in January will be massive to kind of getting the most out of this season. Again, another rough one, but let's try and keep the positivity going for the rest of the season. Come on, you Spurs.